Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are. YouTube, what's up? Keken here. I love it. This is a great day. I'm really happy to just be making these videos in general. And I feel like the morning time is one of the best times to feel it. And as the more I do these videos, the more I feel relaxed, really easy, and just being able to know that it's a blessing. It's really a blessing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. So I just had a thought, and this is the topic that I came up with today. It's the, listening to yourself, listening to your intuition. What does your intuition say? What does your insight, what does your mind say? I feel like we're all here for a purpose. We're all here for a reason. And the more I personally think about it, the more I realize, there are some things that I feel like I can do. I can go down this certain path, I can go down that path, And the more I think about it, the more I just realize, there's this path that's magnetizing me, making me lead me into this path instead as opposed to the other path. And that could have completely changed my life and completely could have changed anybody's or everybody's life. And it's just crazy the impact that you could do. And the tools that we have, the resources that we have today, and people can just I feel like even going to work into your office and whatnot, it's 80 something, I would say a high statistic number, I would just use 80%. 80% of issues and problems could probably be solved just by Googling it. It's just insane. Even when I'm learning coding and programming, I found a lot of my answers just by Googling it. I didn't have to ask anybody, I just had to go online and just Google it. And I feel like, these kind of things, maybe in life, maybe one can probably ask oneself to, sit down and just kind of reflect and just say, hey, what is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to go? Where do I need to go in order to find something that I feel more appealing and more that fits me? So what triggered this thought is that I saw this article that said that, this one, over 200 something high top performing companies are hiring, are hiring a lot of these grads for the 2019-2018 year grads of Wharton University, which is a top business school in America. And I just thought, I was like, that's cool, that's great. That's giving them jobs. They're probably high paying jobs. But for me, it's I thought to myself, it's why do I need to feel like my end of my life, I personally, and everybody's going to be different, so why do I need to feel that I got to work, I got to work for somebody else? And don't get me wrong, I am working for somebody else right now, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that at the end of my rope or the end of my line, and as I grow up in the path I'm growing, I always knew that I always feel like it's rather not working for one individual, but we're rather working for you guys, working for everybody all over the world, whether if you're watching through YouTube, whether you're watching, any other platforms that could be shared on Reddit, whatever, it could be anywhere. So that's what I think is way more valuable, way more important. You could, be a teacher and teach these topics and subjects that you like all over the world at any time, and it's being scalable in the sense that we have YouTube, we have Google, and all these video platforms. It's crazy how people from across the world, never met, never seen, even 20, 50 years from now, they could be watching your video. It's just insane the type of impact that you could truly do just based on your talent, whether it's teaching, talking, being a mentor, coach, whatever it is, or being a comedian, whatever, anything's possible. So that's what I think is amazing, and it's really, really, really cool. And I have to give my personal gratitude to this world, to this time, to this age, that we live in that kind of era, that we could share this information, and that resources are everywhere, It's more resourcefulness is a little bit of a different topic, a little bit of a different subject that people would probably have to tackle more or less. But yeah, for me personally, I feel like I want to be in the lead, it's not want, but I'm going to be in the lead, and I'm going to be shooting for more of a leadership, more of a position where I can talk to people all over the world and share opinions, share thoughts, share whatever that they feel what's going on in their mind. And I want to tell people to empower people rather than just say, hey, buy my course, whatnot, and all this kind of stuff. Rather just empower people to tell them they can wake up, they can do great things, they can become something that they never have ever imagined, but due to, certain things that when you were growing up, whether it's through your friends, your peers, your parents, TV, media, whatnot, these kind of things, they tell you other things. They tell you that you can't do it, or, it's going to be really super hard and whatnot. But the thing is, like, you just never know. Like, with your talents, if you know intuitively, if you can ask yourself, stop and reflect and say, is this for me? Is this what I can do? Is this the value that I can produce to this world and actually harvest? And whether if it's you getting paid $60,000 a year to like a million, $500 million a year, is this really that what I'm truly doing? Because I feel like the means to the end, if you're chasing for that money, and don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like it's going to be a hedonistic treadmill. It's going to keep repeating, and it's good to have the money, but it's also good mainly to have your goals and set to really feel fulfilled in your life and your soul. And this is the reason why we all harvested it and came here in this life for a purpose, for a reason. And I believe in that, and that's why I want to keep emphasizing that to people all over the world. And that's why I made this channel, that's why I made this video, and that's why I made what I believe in my mission, to talk to people and just to let them know that they can truly empower themselves. So yeah, I mean, if you want to go out there and just like kind of reflect on yourself and what is it that you truly want to do. And here's another thing too, is like, I thought about, like, people have mentioned this too, that I used to get upset. So I used to get upset because I was just working at a job that I really, really, really disliked. And I realized that things started to change once I actually stopped disliking it. I actually started having gratitude for my life. I started giving thanks to the universe, giving thanks to God, and giving thanks for my life, because I really did have a good job. I had money, that put food on the table, that had a roof over my head and stuff like that. And because of that, I was able to provide and actually understand and just be able to get out of my comfort zone, because I was serving. And if you got to know me more and more, you would know I'm more like I guess if you look at a personality trait, I'm like an ENFP. I can be introverted and extroverted at the same time. So that's another thing too, is that it's crazy for my personality, because I was in my comfort zone, and I didn't want to talk to people. And then this restaurant job, being a server, really forced me to go out there and just be like, let me serve, let me talk to people, let me get to know them. What is it that I can do? And the more I moved around, the more I talked to people, the more I realized, it's okay. Even rejections, those are okay. Things are going to happen. I'm all right with it. And it made me more tough mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. It just made me a better person. And that's probably what I needed, and probably what I needed as to grow. And of course, the money was not too bad as well. And where I'm at right now, I'm definitely really happy. I'm definitely relaxed, and I'm definitely very grateful to have the time to spend making like videos and to talk to you guys, and have even time when I come back home to work on other things too, and improving my skills. And I think that's really important too. But if we're talking about more on like your intuition and what you should do, and listening to yourself, it's definitely something that you really have to sit down, like I mentioned before, sit down and reflect. And I think that meditation, exercise, eating right can really go a long way. So this is another thing why I continue to make these videos, and I love it. It's exciting, and I'm here alone in my car. I don't see anything wrong with it, as long as you keep producing, making more videos and stuff. You just never know, like, things could happen. One person could watch it, and you can make the biggest impact for them. It's crazy. Like, whatever video that you guys want to do, I encourage it. Make content, keep making content. Eventually that quantity will hit quality, because I'm going to be making a lot of these videos, and maybe only one of them will be like, whoa, you got 1,000, million views or whatever. That could change everything, the course of the whole channel and whatnot. So yeah, that's what I want to always encourage, and I want to talk to people, just let them know all over the world that they can do it. You can do it. Say to yourself, affirm to yourself. Affirmations work. Affirm to yourself, I can do it. Anything's possible. I'm awesome. I'm amazing. That's what I say a lot to the mirror. So I say a lot to myself. speak to myself, even if I have to write it down and stuff like that. So yeah, again, like, listen to yourself, listen to your intuition. If this is the right place for you and wherever you're working and stuff like that, it will always get better. And I always believe in gratitude. So give yourself some gratitude and just know that, you know, things aren't as bad as you think it is. You're not super duper ultimate rock bottom. Maybe it is, but regardless, I think gratitude really can lead to a path. And never, that's another thing too, always have the grit and never lose faith. Always keep on moving, because the world's gonna spin, the sun's gonna shine, whether you see the clouds, you know, blocking up the sunlight, the sun's still gonna shine, the sun's still there. It never left, and it's always gonna be there. And always have faith and believe in yourself. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing I always tell myself every day, and I know that I improve my mental mindset, my capacity to have my potential to actually talk to people and just let people know that, you know, they can really truly achieve great things. So I hope to be the guy to spark something within you, and I hope that you guys can, you know, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below, and what is it that you truly, you know, what you truly desire? What is it that you truly have to say about your intuition? What is it that, you know, anything that I've said here, what is it that you've really done to make yourself become better? And just go with the flow. Just don't force it. Just go with the flow. That's why I make these videos. So I wanted to thank you guys. Leave a comment below. Hit the like button, subscribe, whatever it is. And I'll be making these daily content videos here and there. And I'm very grateful for you guys. Thank you again. And much love. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Thank you guys. Take care.